Okay, so let's jump right into it. So, a little over a week ago, filmmaker, UFO believer Jeremy Corbell posted, to his social media this green night vision footage
Hmm.
of a triangle. The story behind that was claimed behind it was that it was these pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the US Navy. And of course, it went worldwide, super viral. You looked into it. What did you find?
Well, the first thing I noticed about it was the flashing. And if you look at the video, you see it's kind of flashing, and it's not flashing at a regular rate. It's kind of like irregular. But it really reminded me of the flashing lights of a plane. And I looked into that and I found there are actually some planes that have a sequence of lights that flashes just like that. There's a long sequence overlaid a short sequence. So I looked at the video and thought, aha, that's a plane.
Yeah, and it's probably safe to say that if it was an intergalactic spacecraft, it wouldn't be carrying lights that are FAA compliant, right?
Yes, but you would think an alien spaceship wouldn't want to be seen. But what we got to go here is the simplest explanation. And really the simplest explanation is that just a plane. It moves like a plane, it acts like a plane. You can even go in and you can calculate how fast it's moving. If you assume it's a plane at 33,000 feet, you can calculate its angular velocity from the information that's available with the positions of the stars. And you can see it's a bit less than 1 degree per second, which translates to about 400 to 450 knots, which is the exact same speed that the planes in that region were flying at that time. That's the speed that they fly over that area going towards Los Angeles. So in every way, it matches a plane. And then from there, I thought, well, if it's a plane, how can it be triangular? And what immediately leapt out to me there was that there are other things in the video that are also triangular. Towards the end of the video, there's two lights which are triangle shaped. So I thought, you see this type of thing when a video is out of focus. You often see the lights in the background take on the shape of the aperture of the camera, like the shape of the iris in the camera. And some cameras have a triangular iris. And so if that happens, if you have a camera that's a bit out of focus, it's got a triangular iris, then you're going to get these triangular shapes. And these are called bokeh. And it's a well-known thing in photography. And then I looked into it a little bit more, and I kind of analyzed exactly what was going on. And I found that these two lights that were in the scene were actually two stars. And you can see that by kind of tracing from the start of the video, because at the start of the video, it shows a little constellation, which you can identify as being Jupiter and Arcturus, I think, and a few other stars, fits perfectly. You take that setting and then you kind of follow the camera as it moves around, and where it ends up is these two stars called Ocab and Ocab Borealis. They're just two fairly ordinary innocuous stars. And once you know where that is, and you know that those actually are stars, the fact that they're stars that appear as triangles means that the moving flashing thing that appears as a triangle isn't actually a triangle. It's a point of light or a couple of points of light, just like the stars. And obviously the most likely thing at that point is that it's a plane.